What's going on, everybody? Thank you for coming back to another broadcast over here at the Ellis Network. Now, really quick, guys, I want to give you guys an opinion. This is going to be an opinion video. I read this morning on Facebook, there was an article that was posted by Fox News 23. I think it was one of its smaller sister's local channels. Not local to where I'm at, but local to the community to where this was published. And it was edited yesterday, so it's fairly new. It's not like breaking news or anything like that. But what it talks about is that there's a school in Virginia that did a active shooting drill, which I applaud. You know, I mean, it's the sad norm here in 2018 that our kids have to, you know, have safety drills about this. You know, I mean, I'm 33, I was born in 85, you know, during the 90s, the only thing we really had to worry about was tornadoes and fire drills. And the sad norm nowadays is, you know, active shooters. But anyways, the reason why I want to talk about what I want to talk about is they take all the kids and put them in the gymnasium locker rooms, okay? So boys go in the boy lockers, girls go in the girl lockers, and one thing I gotta say is that must be a pretty big locker system to house every student. But anyways, I'm not here for that. What I really want to talk about is the fact that this drill, you had one student that was transgender, and that student was barred from any locker. They didn't put him in the male locker. They didn't put it in the female locker. They left that student out in the gymnasium by themselves. Again, you know, I can understand with the major debate that's going on right now within LGBT and, you know, the restrooms and, you know, freedoms for LGBT community, which I'll be honest, here in America, it's a gray area, but, you know, I feel as if they have freedoms. You can say what you want and feel what you feel. And the reason why I really want to talk about this, guys, is because, you know, here at Ellis Network, you know, we support President Trump. And I seriously think, depending on which way you swing, whether or not you swing Republican, Democrat, liberal, conservative, you know, depending on how you swing, you're going to be labeled all sorts of stuff. So that's a reason why I want to give this opinion out to you guys, is, again, I support President Trump. I am not anti-LGBT. I support, you know, I support people, okay, in anything they do. If you are a member of the LGBT community, which I'm going to be honest, I have a few of you guys on Facebook, I support you guys, alright? Yes, I am a Trump supporter, but I seriously hope, you know, I just want everyone to be happy. So, at the end of the day, guys, you know, we take that. But, I'm really disgusted at how this school system handled this. For 1 minute, let's not put labels on people, okay? Let's not put males, females, transgender, whites, blacks. At the end of the day, that person is a child. That child has parents, okay? And if, for the love of God, there was an active shooting, and this is how you guys handle things, you're basically putting that parent's child in the middle of the crossfire. When we send our children to school, you know, we have certain expectations where we expect you guys to keep our children safe. And, you know, just because that you have a transgender child shouldn't exclude them from anything, okay? Especially in something like that. You guys basically put them out there. And granted, like I said, it was a drill, but if this was the real deal, no one would know what to do with this transgender child, because classified as a boy, a girl, we don't know. So basically, you guys just put him out in the middle of the gymnasium, and if it was an active shooting, he would have been, you know, bait. You know, you guys left this child out there to be bait. And, of course, LGBT community. You know, like I said, I support President Trump, but there's adult protesting getting ready to gear up in this area for that reason, and I'll be 100%. I support you guys in that. That's fucked up. Shame on the school system on this one. At the end of the day, guys, I just said it earlier, you know, at the end of the day, you can strip labels away. We're all human beings, alright? We all just want to be accepted. Alright, I can imagine being, you know, part of the LGBT community, especially the transgender community, and at that such a young age, You know, for you to already come out and be a trainee in a young age, I gotta give you credit. I have to give you credit. I mean, that's a brave thing to do. But again, the school system, you know, allowing this child, you know, borrowing them from the locker rooms, and to have them sit there and, you know, sit in the middle of the gymnasium by themselves. That's pretty shameful. That's real shameful. So again, guys, I'm gonna post the article in the description. You guys can read the article. And now I understand some of you guys may not like the LGBT community, but your rude comments aren't needed. Alright, guys, I support President Trump, but I also have no problem with the LGBT community. They can do what they do. They're not breaking any laws. I can understand a lot of you Christians will sit there and look at it and be like, it's morally incorrect, blah, blah, blah. You know, and again, put religious to the side as well. Put everything off to the side and just look at the person. That's the problem in 2018. In the society that we have, we take what people stand for and automatically think what we think of them. But at the end of the day, like I said, I like to look at the individual as a human being. A person that feels, a person that hurts, a person that cries. You know, same as you know, whites and blacks. You know, I don't look at, you know, white society and black society. All lives matter, in my opinion. Now, I agree, you know, in certain areas, you know, blacks may be, you know, subjected differently than, you know, whites. I get that. But also, you know, we all have the same freedoms here in this country to be great. So for you to sit there and use that as a crutch, you know, same as people that sitting there saying, oh, I can't find a job because of my mental health. You know, I got mental health problems too. I've been on antidepressants for about 8 years now. There's no excuse that you can't find a job or you can't work because of your mental health issue. When there's a will, there's a way. But anyways, guys, like I said, I mean, this whole story about the transgender left alone in the gymnasium by themselves during an active shooting drill, and they barred them from safety, you know, that really upsets me. Not for the fact that they're a trainee, the fact that it's a child, okay? Now, if my kids came home, you know, any of them, and said that they, you know, they feel a certain way, you know, of course I'd feel a certain way about it. But, you know, at the end, like I said, at the end of the day, it all comes down to at the end of the day, I love my children, regardless what they would do. So being a parent, I would be pretty pissed off too. Even if I don't agree with my child's, you know, lifestyle, the fact of the matter is that you're throwing my children out to the wolves. Shame on you, Virginia. That's just morally incorrect. So again, guys, check the link in the description. Read it for yourselves. It's pretty bad. So, alright, guys, I'll see you guys later on the next video. We're paying attention to Michael. Michael's getting ready to hit the panhandle. I believe they're seeing the outer bands. I think later on today around 2 o'clock, it's really going to get nasty up in that area. So we're paying attention to that and a few other things in the news. Alright, guys, I'll see you guys later.